So the community that we're in is what used to be known as South Central Los Angeles until recently the city decided to call it South LA. It hasn't actually changed anything. I mean, just anything that has anything to do with health, an indicator of health, all the worst statistics relate to spa sex, which is this community. And this community has the least amount of access to affordable foods. And so we started to look around and see that, okay, people want to learn how to grow food. They want access to affordable food. How can we make food affordable? We can make it affordable by growing it in our community. There's space in our community because there's lawns, there's lots of space where we could be growing food that we're not doing that.
Well, my name is Lawrence DeFreitas. I've been working for CSU for about 4 years now. This right here is the Armisen Senior Center, this building right here. A lot of the stuff the kids planted, you know, these little pre-kinder kids planted, and we start them off in seedling pots. We have little tiny pots over there where we have them in seedlings, then we transplant them to a bigger pot, then we transplant them here. Well, some of the stuff we just sprinkle on it and it grows by itself. Some stuff are more easy to grow than other things. Even the middle school kids, you know, they see like yellow tomatoes, like, oh, so it's not ripe yet. It's like, no, you know, they're supposed to be yellow. They get shocked, like, whoa. And some of them have never seen stuff grow before. Like, they don't know how broccoli grows. So it's like, it's new to them.
We started at the elementary school. We started with just one little vegetable bed, and that has, as you've seen today, built up to those 3 beds and to the fruit orchards.
I'm Dane Pascal. I work with Community Service Unlimited, Normandy Avenue Elementary, which we're at right now. We run a program here, an after-school program. We'll bring in, say, fresh fruits or vegetables, which we either grow from here or get from local farmers, and we'll have like a dialogue about that fruit and a dialogue about that vegetable. We might just chop up fruit, pass it around, have everybody talk about how it tastes, who likes it, who doesn't like it. And sometimes, you know, the kids are like, ooh, we don't want to taste that. But then once like they get into it, like now they're like, oh, what are we tasting next? What are we getting next? Pomegranates. Love the pomegranates. A lot of them haven't had it before, but once they ate them, they said it reminded them of nerds, you know, the candy nerds.
And we have on this site alone, we have about 90 fruit trees. Everybody was involved in planting the trees. You'll see the students that actually have planted a particular tree. They say that that's my tree. Classes actually come out here with books and they do their reading time out here. In 1 year, there were at least 11 home gardens that were started as a result of the students in our program just being so excited about what they were doing. So the idea is not to keep this for ourselves, but is to spread it. When we first told them that we were going to be planting these apple trees, they were like, we don't like apples. And I'd be like, well, I'm not surprised you don't like apples. And we teach the kids this. This is why they don't taste good. They've been picked before they're ripe. They're sprayed with all kinds of stuff. Frozen. Shipped thousands of miles. They're defrosted. They're waxed. But when you cut into them, the texture is spongy. There's no taste. And then when these young people, they taste a real apple, it's just like, wow. I never realized that an apple could taste like this. I mean, we had one young man in our program last year. He was ready to just make a revolution around the taste of oranges. He was like, I cannot believe that my whole life, and he was kind of like, why? Why don't they tell us this? Why are we being hoodwinked? I mean, he was really mad when he found out that his whole life he'd been eating oranges shipped from Florida, when right here in California you can buy some of the best oranges in the world and grow them yourself. And since then he's actually taken home orange trees from us to plant, because orange is one of his favorite fruits, right? So this is how I think you have to change people's perception.